everyone, this is Jetpacker6 here and welcome back to Minecraft for Kids. And today, well, I'm doing something I haven't actually done before. Today I'm going to be talking you through the difference between creative and survival. And also, most of you guys probably know the difference between creative and survival, but if you don't, then this video will be for you. Also, obviously, if you have played Minecraft before, there's also a few cheats or little tips that you can do if you really want to at the end. Alright, so as you guys can see, at the moment I am in creative and I have just spawned in. Obviously I've spawned in with a map, but I don't really need that. So in creative you can jump about, you can fly around, and the thing that I think is most cool is you have access to every single block in the game. So you have access to every single block. So as you guys can see, diamonds, lapis, redstone, emeralds, coal, gold, iron, all of it. And you have access to all the food. If I go into here, you then have access to all the armor, and you have everything. So you can pretty much get everything at the moment in creative. So also, as I said, you can fly around, and oh look, there's a village over here, and there's a bit of pumpkins in, there's mountains, and in creative, well, I personally prefer, oh, there's a ravine there, but I personally love creative. You can make loads and loads of really cool things, and I love being really creative with it. And another thing you can do is, if you have a survival world going, like you guys know that I definitely have, I can practice creations or something in creative before I take them into my world. And obviously you can build anything. So, you know, you spawn in. If you want to build, I don't know, let me think of something. You want to build I don't know. Oh, okay. You want to build, I'll just grab a slime block here. You want to build a big trampoline. Hold on a minute there. Here we go. You want to build a big trampoline like I'm doing right now. You can do it. And it's up to you guys what you make. You have free range of every single block in the game, like I said. And the only, you can basically, you can, hold on, get rid of that. There we go. You can basically just build whatever you want, and it's all up to you. So as I said, do you want to build a big trampoline? Oh, and I've missed the trampoline. Hold on a minute. You want to build a big trampoline? You go ahead and you build a big trampoline. Boing, boing. Basically, you can do anything that you want to do. And then, obviously, you have unlimited diamonds and anything. And as you guys can see, there's scaffolding here. And then if you want to make a big creation, you can just keep piling up, and then if I show you guys what you can then do is voila, it piled all the way up to the top. Whereas if I then go from the bottom, I can then come all the way up, it's a long way, all the way up to the top. So as you guys saw, when I actually went in, look, it looks as if I only have one. So you can get a stack of something, or you can get one. But if you get one or a stack, it really doesn't matter because you have unlimited. So you can basically just do whatever you want to do, and it's all up to you. So you guys have probably seen enough of creative now, and you've seen me build in creative before in my Let's Build. And yeah, you can create some really, really cool worlds in creative. And I'll give you a little spoiler now. If anybody creates a world, if any of you guys create a world that's awesome, I'll try my best, and I'll possibly come and visit it. So yeah, you've probably seen enough of creative now. So I'm going to show you guys how to start up a world, because a few of you don't know how to do that, and I'll see you guys in a minute back on the menu. So for now, well, I'll see you guys in a minute. So guys, we are here and we on the create screen at the moment. So this is how you create a world in Minecraft. I'm not sure what edition it is actually. I think it's, I'm not sure. So I'm not going to say in case I confuse any of you. But this, soon as you click on to create a world, this is what you will get. Now, as you guys can see, it says world name. So I'm going to call this, what should I call this? Let's call it, let's just call it Jetpack S6. That's nice and simple, but you guys can call, hold on, that's Jetpack S5, Jetpack S6, there we go. So you guys can call your world whatever you would like to do. Now, as you guys can see, it then says default game mode. So this is whether you want your world to be in creative or whether you want your world to be in survival. Now, I've already shown you guys how to do this in creative, but if you click on that, obviously it gives you the option. We're going to leave it in survival, but if you do click creative, it will say turn off achievements. Don't even look at this, just press continue, okay? But we are going to do this in survival. Then you change the difficulty. So the difficulty goes up from start to peaceful, where basically it controls whether there are any monsters, creepers, skeletons, zombies, endermen, pretty much anything. Any monsters or anything to harm you. So if you guys don't want that, then make sure that you click peaceful. But if you do want monsters, but you want them to be easy to fight off, press easy. If you want them to be a bit, normal, bit hard, you got to try for it, then press normal. And if you want it to be really hard, obviously, then you'll go on hard. But for this world, let's go on peaceful. Okay, and now it says world preferences. So it says starting map and bonus chest. So if you guys want a bonus chest, which is you get a starter chest at the start with a load of resources in, you can have that. I prefer not to, but that is up to you guys. And starting map, if I were you, I would get starting map so you don't lose your way. Okay, and then you come down, it says player permission when joining from invite. So there's visitor, which is they can freely explore your world but cannot pretty much do anything, build or anything like that. And member, so they can build but they cannot use permissions. So I'll show you guys that in a minute. An operator who can basically just control the world. So basically, I have to said that right, haven't I? Yeah, I have said that. I thought I said that wrong for a minute. But you guys can pick whichever you want. I'm going to leave mine on member, which means basically if your friends join your world, they can build, but they cannot delete the world or anything like that. So I would leave it on member. Okay, so now it says world type. So the world type is whether you have a super flat world, an old world, or an infinite world. So an infinite world is what I have in my survival skills series. And if you haven't seen that, make sure you go check that out right now. But a flat world is basically just a flat surface and you can build whatever you want. And old, I haven't really experimented old. So if you guys want me to do that, make sure you leave a comment down below. But I'm going to stick with infinite. Right, seed or anything like this, you don't have to worry about. But if you do, the seed is basically so you can get this world. So the seed for this world is going to be, let's think, I don't know, let's just put Jet P6. Okay, so that's short for Jetpack S6 in case you didn't know. And then it says simulation distance 8 chunks. You don't have to worry about this. I think that's just whether you want your world to be bigger or smaller. So you can leave, oh, there we go. You can leave that as it is. Okay, now there's world options. So this is where it gets a bit more confusing. So it says friendly fire. So this isn't for fire as in going up in flames. This is actually whether you can almost hit or say kill each other with your friends in Minecraft. So I'm going to actually click that and turn that off so I can't hit anybody. And then it says show coordinates. So ideally you can put that on, but if not, if you want to keep that off, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so now it says fire spreads and TNT explodes. Now, if you want fire to spread, then obviously turn that on. And if you want TNT to explode, obviously then turn that on. Alright, but if not, you guys can do what you want. I'm going to leave all of this on. Okay, it says mob loot, which obviously is going to be bones and string. So I'm going to leave that on. Natural regeneration, you just don't have to worry about. So leave that on. Tile drops, I would leave that on. And okay, so now it says immediate respawn, which you can put on or you can put off. I guess I'm just going to leave it off. It was already off, so that is fine. Okay, so now this is what I was saying about earlier, which is cheats. Now, cheats are things that can almost help you out slightly in your world. So activate cheats. If you turn that off, obviously you can't get all of this, but if you turn that, hold on, get back up. Hold up. Get back up. There we go. If you turn that on, you can access that. So first things first, you go down. It says Education Edition. Now, I'm not sure what difference Education Edition makes, whether it is on or off, but for now, I'm going to leave that off. Always day. So if you want it to never turn night and always be daytime, you can turn that on, which is what I'm going to do right now. And do daylight cycle. Obviously, if you turn that off, that's going to control the daylight cycle, okay? So you don't need to worry about daylight cycle, only always day. Now keep inventory. So if you want to keep your inventory when you die, yeah, you can then turn that on. I'm going to do that. And oh, what have I done? Let me go all the way back down again. Here we go. And then mob spawning and stuff like that. And you can leave mob griefing, mob spawning, and all of everything else on, okay? And this random tick speed you don't need to mess with. So now that my world is fully complete with my settings that I wanted to do, you can now press create. Is this gonna, yeah, there we go. I thought that was going to not create for a second then. And now it's basically just saying generating world, and it's creating all the blocks that I can get in my world. So this can take a little while to load. It just depends on your internet speed. Alright, so I'm in, and as you guys can see, I'm in an acacia biome with a desert there's a desert temple there, with an acacia biome, with an oak biome, and a desert biome. And I also have a map, so I'm going to create the map, and this is my world map. Now you guys can fill this out with your pleasure, but there's a sand temple over here, and the aim of survival is basically to survive. So if you're in peaceful, you're not really going to need to get rid of cows. I'll put it that way, because you don't need food, because as you guys can see, there's these like meat bones. That's hunger. So if you're running, that's a sand village, isn't it? Wow, we've got a sand temple and a sand village right next to each other. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Yeah, you basically, in easy, your hunger goes down and you start to get hungry. But in survival, that doesn't happen, and it stays up. So you don't have to worry about food. So I'm actually gonna get this I'm gonna get this sand temple just here. I'm gonna loot that, and obviously not every spawn has a sand temple, but I believe this is what the seed is. So if you guys want this seed, where there is for definite, I believe, I'm not sure whether the spawns are the same. I think they're all the same. Whether there is for definite a sand temple and a village, I might not be sure though. Then make sure you get the seed. Alright, so I'll just get up to 30. There we go, and now we can go and explore this temple. So the aim of this is obviously to survive. You can build, you can be creative, even though you're not in creative. But you can still build anything you want, except you have to gather the resources yourself, rather than you have to gather them rather than instantly having them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna destroy this. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna loot all of this up. Here we go. Ow! Alright, I'll drop down there. Let's destroy this pressure plate, because in case you guys didn't know, if you land on this pressure plate, yeah, there's TNT under this that's going to explode and kill you, okay? So that's why you never dig down in the purple block. and you guys probably can't see too much at the moment. Okay, you can probably see now, and you can see I got some bones, gold horse armor, rotten flesh, bit of sand, bit of string, bit of gunpowder, and okay, not too good in that chest. And in this chest, oh, just rotten flesh, gunpowder, a bit of iron horse armor, which isn't too bad. And then this chest, okay, just some rotten flesh, bones, gunpowder, and okay, so this chest probably isn't going to be too good. Oh wait, no, okay, I take that back. We got a load of gold and things like this. So this is pretty much all the loot you're going to get from these sand temples, and this is why I came with dirt, because now I can get all the way back up again, because I can just pile, hold on, there we go, I can just pile back up, there we go. So you can come out of the sand temple, and you can, if you want to live here, you can basically just do whatever you want to do with it. So I did see a sand village somewhere. I think it's over in this direction. Oh, I should have marked. Yeah, it's over in this direction. I think it's the sand village anyway, but I can't be sure. And yeah, you basically just got to survive, and oh, hello. You got to gather things for yourself. You know, you can build a house. You can, obviously, if you find villages, great. If you don't, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, this is basically what survival is. And then if you're in peaceful, there won't be monsters trying to attack you. And then if you're in things like easy, hard, or all of that, then you, at night time especially, you might have a few things coming after you. And what is this? Yeah, this is the sand village, isn't it? Ooh, this is really cool. And you know what? I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. I am going to loot this, okay? A blast furnace, all right? Not too bad. And let me just get rid of that for a second. There we go. And now I have a free hand. Anything in this house? No, green bed. Ooh, cats. And in case you guys didn't know, there are cats at villages. And this one actually has an upstairs. Ow, wow. Let me come upstairs. And, this is one of the towers. And there is a chest up here, which just has some cacti, some bread, some dead plants. Yeah, not too good. And then at the top, you have a wonderful view of this. Ow. Alright, I'll just jump down there. And now, let's get rid of these cacti. There we go. I now have an open hand. And you can basically just explore. And, hey, mister. Do you sell wheat? No, you want carrots. Okay. And you can trade with villagers. And basically, just do whatever you want. So, that's pretty much all you guys need to know for survival. Unfortunately, there's not loads to know, but there is obviously a tip. Just have fun and be creative and create whatever you want. Alright, so guys, I hope you liked this video and found it useful. And if you did, make sure to smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe. But for now, from me, this is Jetpack6 signing out.